Good morning, and thank you for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host, Amanda Barton, and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book. And I'm honored today to bring one of my very dear friends and partners of Seniors Blue Book, Miss Kelly Fayer, who is an attorney here in Southwest Florida. How are you doing today, Kelly?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm so happy to have you on. I know that it's such a unique time for trying to determine whether or not to get your legal documents done. So that'll lead me to my first question. During this difficult time, should people be holding off on getting their estate planning done, or should they move forward with that?
That is a really good question because we are facing very difficult and unusual times. We are facing times that I have never seen in all of my 22 years of practicing law. And when you think about the purpose of estate planning, it is to make sure that your life savings goes to who you want it to go to. And it's to make sure that you appoint people to make decisions for you when it comes to a time that you cannot. When you think about that and those goals, those are so important to do all the time. And there are some people that at the beginning of this virus, they said, I'm going to hold off. However, a great estate planning attorney, one that cares about their clients, in addition to creating documents for them that will allow them to say where their life savings goes, and to say who will make decisions for them if they're ill or after they pass away. A great estate planning attorney will also take the extra step to make sure as much as possible that their clients do not face the extra cost and time of the court system and the attorneys that it takes if we are facing probate and guardianship. Now, in these difficult times, we've seen great things from people. We've seen people be so giving in their personal lives with their time, with their resources. People are giving food and medical equipment to help our first responders and our heroes in the medical field. People have been saying, listen, maybe you don't have to pay the rent this month. There are actual court administrative orders that are halting the eviction process. There's a lot that is being done for people who are facing these very difficult times. However, there is not one thing being done for people to ease the cost, the time, and the emotional expense of going through the probate system and the guardianship system. In fact, a lot of the courts have been postponed. I don't want to say closed, but a lot of people don't have to even enter the courthouse. But one of the exceptions has been the emergency temporary guardianship hearings. So those are still happening. Court is still happening. The consequences are still happening. And so now is actually the time to make sure that you have proper planning done so that you and your family do not have to go through unintended consequences.
Right. So you're recommending that people do move forward with that. And that's a great recommendation because you really don't want to be in a position where you don't have your documents in place. That can get very, very expensive. So what steps are you making as a great estate planner to ensure that people are safe when they're coming to your office to get this stuff done?
I guess I won't go ahead and myself say I'm great, but I am very caring. And I really want to make my clients feel comfortable. And I have had people that, really want to have their documents together. They want to have all of the precautions taken so that they and their families don't have to go through any unnecessary harm. And I've had clients with different needs and different levels of fear in this situation. And so I have taken my office that I sanitize very regularly, and we create space within the office so that people could still come in, they could still have their face-to-face time, and but they can have that 6 feet of proper social distancing. I have had people that have a little bit more of an elevated fear, and we have taken our chairs and put them outside so that we could meet with people in the open air, the fresh air, and so there's a little bit more protection in that regard. I've also had clients that they do not want to come into my office and they don't want any contact with me at all. Eventually, all of the estate planning documents that we regularly prepare will be we'll be able to do that through remote online notarization. We'll be able to go as far as to never have to see someone face to face, but still legally and properly prepare people's documents. We can't right now because the state legislature said we could begin doing this process on July 1st. So in between now and July 1st, there has to be some kind of physical presence in order to notarize documents. This is a discussion for another day, but there are some documents that don't need to be notarized at all. There are some documents that we could use a remote online notary to accomplish. But if we're doing a full estate plan and someone needs to be in my physical presence, in the physical presence of witnesses, we have actually completed curbside assistance. And I don't mean to be cute about it, but I did get the ideas from a couple of people who started doing takeout in this manner. And so as you can see, I'm talking to you right now with the webcam equipment so we can have face-to-face discussions with our clients. And we have had, we've gone as far as to do what I like to call curbside service, where no one has to be in any kind of contact with us. And if someone is ill and they cannot leave their home, or they're, forced to be in a community that is so heavily quarantined that people cannot come in and out, and you never want to hear someone really say this to you, but I will come to your window. I will come to my clients' windows. I think that it is that important for me to, and I have a series of protocols to be able to do that. It's not something I'd regularly say. These are just times that are so unique, but I do believe that it is worth it to have your documents prepared ahead of time and to decide who will be making decisions for you ahead of time so that you do not have to face the court system and more time with an attorney. So there are so many precautions that can be taken so that your safety is ensured to the best way that we can do it, and you can still have the legal protections that the law allows for you.
I really think that this has changed the way that we have adapted, has changed the way we can do business in the future. I truly believe that we've persevered against all odds and have come through this. So I applaud you for adapting to the change of environment. And I think that's fantastic. And I do think that you're an excellent attorney and a caring attorney and a cuddly attorney, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do love what I do.
Now, one thing I want to ask you is, usually when we do these presentations in front of people, you speak to giving Seniors Blue Book folks that see you some sort of consultation. Talk to us about how people can get in touch with you to ask these questions if they have questions for you right now.
Yes, absolutely. There are so many people out there that have been reflecting, and they think, oh my goodness, I don't have estate planning documents at all, or I have them from a different state and I need Florida documents, or my documents are a little bit older and they don't reflect what I want them to. There are so many reasons for people to speak with an estate planning attorney. In addition to that, I did not want to speak with you today and speak with people today and not have that ability to let people ask me questions afterwards. And so I honestly did have a concern. What if someone does not know what to do now? What if someone cannot afford to pay someone to have a consultation to talk some more about what we have just been saying. So just like I do every time I speak with people from Seniors Blue Book, you could contact me and you could ask me whatever questions you wanted to ask me if we were together in person. I will not charge you. You can ask me absolutely anything that you want. And let's see, you can look me up in the Seniors Blue Book because all of my contact information is there. And Amanda, if it's okay with you, I'll go ahead and give my phone number. I'll just go ahead. I'll let you stop me just in case it's, we're not giving phone numbers, but it is area code 239-415-3434. You can mention that you saw me talk during this conversation with Seniors Blue Book, and we will all know at the office that I will answer whatever questions I need to. If you have the equipment to be able to have an in-person conversation with these webcams, then I'm happy to do it. Otherwise, on the phone is just fine. And we are seeing clients within the appropriate social distancing method. So any way that you want to. And again, that phone number is 239-415-3434, and I'm very happily in the Seniors Blue Book as well.
Perfect. And after this airs, when we get done with the live, I'll make sure that we go back and edit and add all of your contact information, including the address to the office as well.
Oh, that's very impressive of you. I'm very old school and not the greatest technology person, so I'm very impressed with that.
Well, you're doing quite good now, aren't you?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're adapting.
I really appreciate you allowing me to talk with you and to talk with everyone about what I think to be such an important issue. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you so much for joining us for SBB Live, Kelly, and I hope you have a fantastic morning.
Thank you. You too, Amanda.
Bye-bye.